In Australia, we've got deadly animals aplenty. We've got funnel web spiders who'll murder you and your family. Under every second rock is a redback spider, and they'll kill you just because, I don't know, they're bored or whatever. We've got invisible brown snakes who'll bite you on the foot and you'll be dead in 7 minutes. Just like that, kaput. We've got the world's deadliest creatures all over the place. We've got magpies who'll steal the eyeballs from your face. But at least we don't have AR-15s. We've got great white sharks who'll ascend from the deep and rip you in half with their razor-sharp teeth. We've got saltwater crocs who'll death roll you to death, and sea snakes who'll gladly snatch your last breath. We've got a blue-ringed octopus, no bigger than this, that just sits around in rock pools waiting to kill kids. And even the platypus, a cute beaver duck thing, has got a spur on its ankle that'll kill you in one sting. But at least we don't have AR-15s, and at least they can't end up in the hands of psychopathic teens. We've got stonefish and stingrays and sea urchins and shit, and hectic fucking homicidal box jellyfish. And these jellyfish, they aren't even sentient beings. They don't even really do stuff or know about things. They just float around on the whim of the currents, being pointless, non-cognitive, murderous cunts. And if that weren't enough in terms of natural hazards, here in Australia the sun causes cancer. But at least we don't have AR-15s, and at least they can't end up in the hands of suicidal teens. And at least we don't have an NRA who pay millions of dollars every day buying off politicians not to change old laws. We've got bull sharks, cone shells, saltwater crocodiles, honeybees, European wasps and blue-ringed octopi, death adders, blue bottles, redback spiders, tiger sharks, tiger snakes and lizards that'll bite ya. We got sea snakes, taipans, cassowaries, copperheads, all the creatures of the land and sky and sea that want you dead. Toadfish, stonefish, irukandji jellyfish, bull ants, centipedes and ticks that cause paralysis. Thank fuck we don't have AR-15s, and thank fuck they can't end up in the hands of psychopathic suicidal teens. And thank fuck we don't have an NRA who paid millions of dollars every day buying off politicians not to change some law. A law that was written 200 years ago, in a time when it took 3 minutes to reload a single round of ammunition. We knew nothing about depression, and you couldn't fire 45 rounds in 60 seconds. And there wasn't even such a thing as automatic weapons, and there weren't 31 mass shootings monthly. But what would I know, 'cause I'm from another country.
Hey there! How's everybody going? Wow, it's been so long since I've done this. I even had trouble finding the clip. Anyway, I had some spare time tonight. I had to work today, believe it or not, but it's Sunday here in Brisbane or in Australia, and yeah, had to work Sunday. Can you believe it? Wow, double time, first for a long time. So, anyway, I hope everybody's well. Thanks for people. I actually scheduled this like half an hour ago, so I thought, oh well, I kind of get distracted to be completely honest with chat, because I want to say hello to everybody, and it's good. No, it hasn't been no way. It's been a year. I did a live back in March because it's still in StreamYards, sitting in the past clips or whatever. And yeah, so it hasn't been like a year. Come on. But look, to be completely honest, like yeah, I have as much fun as I used to doing these lives. No, I don't really, because I don't know, things started getting really fucking shitty and toxic, and you know, and it's like, oh, hang on, I don't really need to fucking do lives and try to have a laugh. I never really tried to do it for any reason. Like my channel's monetized, but I don't even use it like that. I just I just wanted to see if I could get monetized. And once I got monetized, I didn't give a shit. I never made a cent. So yeah, it is what it is. But I I, I wanted to do lives because you do meet some nice people, and I got nice people. I got nice people in the chat there. Look, I got nice people in the chat. Shout out to Lanky. Shout out to Ella, Arbafan, Neri. Count me in. Yep, I think I got everybody there that I've seen so far. Anyway, thanks for just showing up and saying hi. And I was going to do a pre-recorded one because I'll be completely honest, I lose my train of thought. I drive along, right? This is why I was doing. This is why I started doing drive lives. I would drive along, and I would think about all these things that I wanted to talk about. Not new things or whatever, just like maybe reactions to other people, being shitty human beings and things like that. And I would be able to put it in such good words. I mean, absolutely perfect, right? And then I do a live and I forget about it. I forget all the good points. I don't write nothing down. Anyway, it is what it is. But there's a lot of things I wanted to talk. I was gonna go live like after the whole main noodles thing. I was gonna go live and talk about it, but I didn't because like I don't know, maybe I just didn't care enough about it. Like I've been pretty busy. I'll be honest. I work a normal job, right? Hours are really fucking good, and I'm doing a little side business that makes me, a little bit here and there. Um, and I'm thinking of buying a business in the near future. So, I'm sitting pretty good. I got a nice big fat superannuation account working very well for me. And I'm at the sort of age where, well, I just celebrated a birthday. I didn't say anything to anybody, but it was I don't know, week, last week sometime. So, being in your 50s is not, well, in my opinion, being in your 50s is not really that much to celebrate. I'm grateful. I'm grateful that I've had this amount of years, at least, because so many people lose their lives young, whether it be even disease, accidents, or however it happens, which is, tragic when you read these stories. And I think for most of us, a lot of us here are in the older ages, right? We'll say middle ages, shall we? Shall we say middle ages? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I'm really not sure how old everybody is. I have a rough idea, but I could be out by as much as 10 years or something. So I don't want to insult anybody. But the reason to go to cheesecake shop. No, I was going to go there and see if I could find an old friend because I haven't heard from her for a while. But no, I haven't been to the cheesecake shop. Actually, I don't think I've been to the cheesecake shop since that day. I can't believe I made money out of that day, out of getting that cheesecake, and I made money out of that. And that cheesecake was worth like what was it, like $30 or something, 30 something like that. It's not cheap. So obviously now I'm going blank, but like I said to you, I was going to go live after the main noodles stuff, kind of like when when Beck left and I was kicked out of the Discord and all this sort of stuff. I was going to go live after that just to talk to people, but I kind of thought to myself, oh, bleh, you know, and I'm not here. I'm really, really not here to rag on many people. There's one thing I will talk about, which I guess could come across as being a ragging on them, but there's certain things I'd like to get straight. Now, with the main noodle stuff, I'll be honest, I'll be completely honest. I felt, why did I support May from or Rachel from the start? It was because I saw a crying lady on the couch, and because I knew about Jimmer and all the sort of nasty things that he'd done, because I have a lot of his stuff from the past, as some people do know. I knew he wasn't like a particularly fantastic person, as much as he may have a right to be on YouTube like the rest of us. And I've never been like, I'm not like the other boys in RDA, and they want to make life hell for him and going after him and all that sort of stuff. I could not be fucking bothered with that type of garbage. But bringing awareness to his past, I know he hates that, but that's what a lot of people want to do. So when all this went down, then she showed up and I spoke to Beck. I said, "Hey, this chick, like," because I knew Beck used to go out with him, um, so I said to Beck, I said, "Oh, this chick like has been dating Morbin, like it's crying on his couch, and now she's going live. You can come and check it out." I don't really know. I haven't really had a chat to Beck lately, but I wanted to ask you a few questions. I did inquire whether she was up, but I know it's kind of like what, middle of the night, early morning for people, something like that. So Beck's probably sleeping off possibly sleeping off a hangover or something. I'm not sure, or she might be working, because she does work. She does do incredible hours at the bar that she works at. So who knows? But I didn't give her much notice either, because I only thought about this. I was driving home tonight. Had to go and see a friend. So then afterwards, I'm driving home, thinking like, you know what? You got nothing to do tonight other than catch up on some replays of footy games and stuff. I said, might as well go live and talk about a few things. So, um, anyway, what I didn't really have anything to say. That was, I could, other than like the fact that I just defended a friend, and I'm not regretful of that. I defended back. I asked questions. I got the ass, as we say here in Australia. Got the ass, and it is what it is. So I just let it go, and I don't wish any ill will on anybody at all. I think Maynooz was certainly an interesting character on YouTube. There's a lot of interesting characters on YouTube, by the way. And AOC is an interesting person too. I was listening to some of his stuff well before even May Noodles and yeah, he's got a bit of a pass, and I saw lately that he was very, very adamant about defending himself against SA accusations or whatever. But you know what, I think that was that was not what Kate might have been indicating or whatever. I don't know. I think it was a bit of a mix up, and people kind of like just went with what they wanted to believe. But hopefully that I saw Sam Hill getting involved. I like Sam. I like Sam. He's another character. How interesting is Sam? Like, don't know whether you like him or not. Don't worry about that. Is he interesting or what? I think he's interesting. He's very interesting. I don't like it when he streams when he's stoned. I like it when he's sober. He's very, very intelligent. I this whole age thing, this whole, look, he probably is what he probably is what he says, but he comes across to me as an older, experienced, intelligent guy. He has certain views about things, and I don't always agree with him. Obviously, I don't always agree with him, and I find it quite funny how he. Have you ever noticed this, guys? Um, how he runs his wrenches. I find it funny. I've never had so many off and on wrenches in someone's channel before because, like, back in the day, I would just go in there and say, "Hey, I'm not looking. Trust me, I ain't looking for a wrench, but I don't want to be hidden either." So one minute you go in there and you got a wrench, right? You think, "Oh, Sam's giving me a wrench. Okay, well, at least you know you can't be hidden or whatever." Even I don't use it to smack over anyone's head, but and then you'll come back on another live and it's gone. And you go like, "Oh, he took my wrench. Oh, I'm not going to cry about it like some people do. Okay, fair enough." And then, but Sam is not like that technically sound, so he might take a while to even realize that some of his people might have been hidden. So I don't know. I saw that, Lanky, and I'm old. And if you're just the 5 I'm older. I'm 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 in my mid 50s now, which, believe it or not, I can't believe everyone's looking at me going like, "Daz, you're not 50." I went, "Yeah, I am." Even down the club, the chicks are like, "Oh, no way, you're not 50, right?" I went, "No, yeah, I am." "No," I went, "Yeah." And I'm like talking to girls like 40 something. I'm not asking a lady um her age, but like I have a few friends down there, and I think they're in their 40s, but they don't believe for 1 second that I'm in my 50s. And I'm like, okay, well, I guess that's a compliment, but you know, it is what it is. So anyway, yeah. So with my noodles, and I actually wish them well. I think their meeting would be quite interesting. So I wanted to. I was gonna like. She basically blocked me so I couldn't contact her. And I thought, well, okay, I'm not going to contact you and say and wish you well. Maybe she thought I was going to yell at her or something like that. But hey, it's not worth it. Like, you want to take your advice from these other people, go for it. You sort of like pave your own destiny. That's fine, absolutely fine. A lot of the people that have have jumped on board I'm not that fond of, although there is some people that I actually do like, but I'm not going to single them out. They know who they are. And I don't mean just general people, I mean in a certain group of people. Anyway, one thing I did want to talk about, and I was out last night, and I know the time difference is a fucking killer. So I was out last night, and I generally do check my socials every now and then, like every hour or so, maybe. Just whenever I'm in between orders or in between tasks or something like that, I'll just check it out. I don't have me notifications on because I don't want notifications every couple of minutes, like Discord notifications, fucking WhatsApp notifications, YouTube notifications. They're all turned off. The only notifications I get are from my Discord. And I had to do it that way. And I think, I don't know whether you all do the same thing. If you have a job, you almost pretty much have to. Yeah, I turn it all off. But I make sure I check them. Now, I'm driving. I'm driving to the club to my club, and I decided to. I was waiting. I was waiting somewhere, and I think, oh, okay, I'll just check like my um, Discord, and then I saw a message saying, "Oh my god, have a look at this, Casper." Blah 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 blah. Anyway, so I go on to YouTube, right, and it's Darling Nikki's was doing a stream, and Space is on there, and I thought, oh fuck, that's interesting. Okay, and they were like going at it, and I had to like scroll. Did I scroll back, or did I just pick the right time? I can't remember if I scrolled back or I just picked up when she came on. I think I scrolled back. Yeah, I think I did. I honestly, my memory is shocking. So I'm listening to it, right, and a few things I was a little bit annoyed with, because even I really resonate with some of the things that Nikki said. Um, it doesn't matter It doesn't matter that you've done nothing. It doesn't matter that you haven't mentioned it, you haven't spoke about it, you haven't done anything, right? It doesn't matter. You're still getting fucking dragged. Even 5 years, whatever later, it's fucking absolutely ridiculous. And I can really resonate with some of what Nikki was saying. But in the same token, this is one thing I wanted to like make clear is I can't tell you how many years ago it was. It was probably 5 years ago, maybe 5 years ago. Was it during COVID? Was it? I think even longer than 5 years, possibly, because I was in a chat with a girl who I don't think I've spoken to since around COVID. So it's got to be what, 4 years ago. So it's 4+ years ago. Now on Nikki's live, Space said, "Oh, Nikki, you were in a chat with Casper and all this sort of stuff, and Robbie was doing this whole contact and Space's mum thing." Okay, so this is exactly what it was. Yes, we were in a chat. A lot of us are in a lot of chats. I'm sure of it, right? I'm still in some chats, right? But there was a chat back then. Absolutely, Space was correct, and I don't mind. Nikki like won't mind, but yeah, we were in a chat with other people. It was like me, it was Amy, it was I think Jess with a K, it was Doodle, it was Nikki, and it was Robbie. That's one chat that I kind of remember. That one chat. There was like 3 or 4 chats at the time with different people, and yes, absolutely. Robbie came in and said those things, right? Absolutely, he did. And I'm like, holy fuck, right? But the thing that I wanted to point out is that just because we were in a chat with the person that did this thing to you doesn't mean we're guilty of fucking anything. What are we guilty of? We were in a chat. We didn't do like no one else did anything. And I have to be completely honest, and it's been a long time, and I would have thought fuck this would have just somehow fucking resolved itself. The two people involved is the people that it's about, right? He did that to her, so they need to go and sort that out. It's got nothing to do with any of us. I don't even like some of those people anymore. They're not my type of people, so we all moved on. Just because I was in a chat doesn't mean I was condoning what Robbie did. I don't condone what Robbie did. I think Robbie, and I have to be honest here, Robbie, like not starting anything with you. I think some of the things you did to Space were fucking horrible. The whole thing about what you said about her sister and all that was fucking horrible. I cringed. And Space and I are not friends. We don't talk. Space makes a point of dragging me and do videos. Well, that's another thing I'm going to talk about, but we'll finish this subject this subject first. So none of us said to save Robbie, "Oh, good on you, Robbie, fucking go for it, get the..." No one. Amy's not guilty of that. Jess is not guilty of that, and especially like not Nikki or me or Dude. None of us did anything but be in a chat. That's all. And like she keeps going on about this like it's all of our fault, and I don't get that. Now with Space and Nikki, I've been watching this situation for since that time, right? And I know that the biggest grudge that Space holds is the fact that Nikki recorded her conversations, because I remember Space told me that many years ago, right? Now, again, that's not my fault, right? So don't blame me. I don't know if Nikki had a reason, her own reason for doing that. Maybe she did. I don't know. I didn't even know them then. I found out afterwards, like, that it had happened or whatever. And I'm like, oh, why would you record the call? Like, I don't know why she records the calls. I don't know. Ask her. You take it out with her, and I don't know if she explained it or not. I didn't watch all of the live, but if she did, okay. If she had her reasons, I guess she had her reasons. I don't know. But it just really, I was sitting there in the car and I thought to myself, how can I be guilty? How am I guilty of Robbie going after her or contacting her mum? What's that got to do with me? What, you were sitting there in a chat with Casper? Like, big fucking deal. I'm sitting in many chats right now, and am I responsible for what they do to like going real life on somebody? No. Now, her beef with Nikki obviously is the fact that she was recorded. So she probably feels slighted because she thought they were friends. But at the end of the day, how many years has got to pass before everyone like that you need to move on? Okay, so if I was in Space's situation, I'd be going like, well, I can't trust Nikki because Nikki records my calls, and so I can't talk about other people. Like, look, let's face it, when you have private phone calls, a lot of the time you're talking about other people. It's true. It's like you shouldn't, but it's like, oh, do you see that bitch on YouTube? Do you see what she said? It happens, doesn't it? That's how you're talking in phone calls and private chats, right? So I'd hate to think that years later that why should that be held against you? Like, it's bullshit. It's just it's really childish. So anyway, there's that situation that I thought was just fucking shitty. Big deal. Like I don't talk to out of that group. I don't talk to any of them anymore. Not because not because I particularly like hate them or anything. I just said that was just a time. At that time, we had mutual friends or we agreed about mutual things on YouTube, and then people moved on. People has moved on. People have moved on and made new friends and stuff like that. There's not that many people that I'm still friends with. Like in this chat, for instance, I've probably known count me in the longest, right? Because I met the Aussies first, right? I was in Making Lemonades chat. I come from, you know, I come from a Howard Stern type, person, and then I came onto YouTube and I was interested in the Watch case, and that for some reason I ended up in Lemonades. Like, she probably came up on my feed, or Jimmer was on there, and I knew Jimmer before that. So Jimmer, I think, ended up on Lemonade stream, and that's where I came in. So I just saw that it was on. It's just the way it happens. It was just one of those things. And one thing I really find talking about Jimmer, just like sidetracked here a little bit. I find it really, really funny, or not funny. I feel it really, really strange when I saw Hello Starlight being a co-host with Jim and after only a few years ago, he was exposing her on, I think it was New Year's Eve. Probably have the stream somewhere. He was exposing her on a stream and showing all her videos and absolutely abusing her and calling her names and this and that. And I'm messaging her saying, "Hey, put your videos on private so this guy can't just fucking play them," which she did. They started to disappear when he was playing them and shit. And now, all this years later, she's a co-host of his. I don't get that. I can understand maybe you should move on, like, right, but move on and become buddies. I don't know. Maybe it's just a YouTube build channel building exercise or something. I don't know. I just find it weird. I just find that really weird. I didn't think she would ever like Jimmer. Like, that's weird. And I see May Noodles like posting stuff about Hello Starlight. So I don't know. She's a drama person, and I'm fine with saying hi and all that sort of stuff. But I gave it a lot of thought. Yeah, I know you do, Lanky. I know. I know. Yeah, no, I've got the stream, Lanky. I can probably like upload it and send you a link. He was absolutely horrible to her. Absolutely horrible to her. But I don't understand why she needed that, because she has a good channel. She has a good audience. She has good lots of subs. I don't know why. Just because he was doing maybe the same true crime thing. I don't understand why she would do that. I don't. She doesn't need him, and he doesn't need her. But it's weird. Um. Anyway, it is what it is. When I saw it, I just went, "Holy shit!" Anyway, so getting back to things. So what? Okay. So I listened to Nikki's live, right? And then Nikki ended up eventually booting her and talking for us. So I didn't like listen to it, but I listened to the space part of it, and then and I also heard, like, what was it, last week or week before, when she made an appearance and said some horrible things to Lani. I think that her name's Lani, who's another Aussie chick. I don't know Lani. I know she's a Save Robbie fan, and but I know she's an Aussie, and I know she's in the state below me, I think. And I know nothing about her other than what she was talking about last night. And Count said, Count bloody Space said something. No, it's not spelt that way though. I can't. It's like LAHNI, something like that. Like I said, I don't really know her. But and then Space said some stuff obviously about her that she later regretted. And that happens. We all often open our mouths and say shit that we probably, I shouldn't have said that, or maybe you go a bit far. But yeah, it certainly pissed her off. I had to turn the volume down in the car because this lady was screaming at her. And so what else did I want to talk about? Okay, so it came to my attention because I try to do what all the people tell you to do. Oh, if you don't like that person, just block them. Just block them and move on, I tried that. So I did that with Space, right? I did that with Space because I thought, hey, all the best, but, all the best, but leave me the fuck alone. I don't want to swim. I don't want to have lunch. Go fuck yourself. Leave me alone. So I blocked her, so I never saw most of the stuff, right? But people send you stuff, it's not really. I hear people come on here and say, all right, listen, with much respect, peace and love, don't send me any shit, but people do send you stuff. So, or send you a message, whatever. So you can't help but, look. So I was looking at I'm like, oh my God, she's now, like, this was like months and months and months ago. Oh my God, she's like playing my clip. She's the same thing was what Nikki was talking about. Oh, she's doing a community post. She's doing this, she's doing that. I'm like, oh fuck. Really? Okay. And then I get told, right? And I had to like find it. I get told, right? And don't quote me on the exact words here. It's something like, you don't know where I live, but I have your address. And I'm like, fuck off. She didn't say that. Like, that's just shitty. Are you kidding me? Do you realize what would happen if anyone showed up here unannounced? Like, really? That's out of line. Sorry, that is fucking out of line. And I started having a look, and I'm like, oh my God, I'm now like part of the Space's world again. Like, why? I not even thought about this chick for a fucking year. So I started reading up about the new rules and laws and regulations in Australia regarding bullying or harassment. Not so much bullying, but more so harassment. And one of the reasons why I don't go live that often is because, you don't really need it, do you? You don't really need to be harassment. You're dealing with a lot of stuff in your own little world, and we all dealing with stuff in the world. I'm thinking like, wow, you don't like my voice, just turn it off. You don't like me talking about my shit, just turn it off. If you don't like me, go away. That's the way I see it, right? And that's what I do with people. I didn't like watching, like I used to watch, say, for instance, Save Robbie. I would catch a couple of streams, but then I just thought, oh my God, no. I stopped watching. That's it. And everyone says that. Everyone says that. Like, oh, you don't like it, just go away. Like, that's all we want is to, like, and Nikki is the same. Nikki has not said or done anything to Space, and she just wanted to be left alone, but she's not. And I can relate. I can certainly relate. Now, I don't know if, like, I have a little bit. Look, this is just my nature, right, guys? I do have some sympathy. I do have some sympathy, and you want me to tell you what it is. My sympathy extends to the fact that she's not very well liked. She seems to want to fit in somewhere, and sometimes the only way to fit in is she's got to fight. She's got to fight people to be included. Not that she's included because she just pisses people off even more. But I'm saying she goes there to fight so that she's included, even if it's like, unfortunately, it's a negative and not a positive thing. I like to go up and say hi, how you going, and even if it's only for 5 minutes, I might go on Agent Mudd's and say hi to Agent Mudd before he has like 27 beers, or I go on Fancies, or I go on Jeff Counts or something like that because I know these guys forever. And I don't go up to fight, I go up to, it's a positive, friendly thing. But some people sadly just created that bed for themselves. Create a bed for themselves where they're just like basically not wanted. Yeah, they can do their own lives. Hey, to each in their own. They can go and do their own lives, right? But they rage on the people that don't like them. If they don't like you, leave them alone. Go and make your own friends. Go and have a live where the only two people in your chat is fucking Twiggy and fucking Claire Bear. That's fine to do that. But leave us the fuck alone. Because nobody, we just don't care. It's the water is under the bridge. And it ain't gonna reverse itself. So anyway, I started to see all this stuff, and I'm telling you right now, it fitted exactly in the lines of what you shouldn't be doing. So, and I have a community post on this, guys. I think it's still up, right? So I wrote to the e-commissioner, and I said, I don't know where I stand here. I've got this person who I have met in real life, right? Who continuously harasses me with videos and community posts and all sorts of fucking things when she goes live. I don't know whether she's drunky or stoned or mixing medication. I don't know. I know she doesn't sound quite right. I don't know what it is. I'm not going to accuse her of anything because I don't know. She kind of slurs her words. She's always had a weird kind of voice, and I will say, she's it sounds weird to me, and I'm Aussie, so she kind of slurs a little bit, and I don't know if she's just not admitting it. Why would you? If she's taking some Xanax or something, then a couple of wines or something, and it makes it like that. I don't know. I am 100% sober, and I always do my lives like that. I will never get pissed and do a live, whereas some people only get pissed and do a live, or stoned, or mixing meds, or whatever they do. I don't do that. I'm fucking straight edge probably 99% of the time. I'll have a beer in a social environment. That's about it. But I always like to be in control. In other words, I like to drive. I like to leave when I want to leave, do what I want to do. It's probably why I'm still single, right? I thought that was funny. But I just think that okay. So I write to the e-commissioner, and yeah, I got a response, right? And I said to them, I said, look, at that point in time, right, they tend to do lives and say these things, and then they delete them, right? Then they either delete them or they private them, right? We all know that this is the norm on YouTube, right? Well, you can't hide that shit anymore because my wonderful fucking and talented friend Whoosh Demean showed me how to command prompt the computer, and showed me how to download lives while they're being done from the very start, even if they're 5 minutes out. And it doesn't matter if they private them or anything. Guess what? I've still got it. So, oh, hey, AJ. How you doing? So what I did was I reported to the e-commissioner, and lady got back to me a couple of weeks afterwards and said, and we just going back and forth, and I said, this person, I got some stuff. This person tries to delete the lives after she says these things. And I quoted some of the things. And so I have my own portal to upload these things as they occur, or sent to me, because, hey, I don't even listen. So um, I can easily, build a case. Now, the thing is, if something comes of it, great. All I want to come of it is for the bitch to leave me alone. That's all I want. I don't want to be harassed, because I don't do it to her. Therefore, she should not do it to me. Nikki doesn't do it to her. Therefore, it shouldn't be done back to Nikki. Right? Just because you don't like a person or have a grudge from 4 years ago doesn't mean that you can go on live and do and say that shit without consequences. That's what I believe. A Casper Live, yes, AJ, yeah. I wanted to address a couple. I wanted to address a couple of things. Anyway, but basically the only thing I want from it is nothing. I don't want anything. I don't want to know her. I don't want to see shit. If she posts shit, I'm going to copy it and send it to the e-commissioner. That's it. It's as simple as that. I'm not excusing the past of what Robbie has done, because I'll be completely honest, that was fucking horrible. And I believe, from what I've seen, Robbie's done some horrible things to AJ too. That's a whole different fucking thing. So, you know, be judged for what you've done. Like, and you've done nothing, nothing to this person. I expect nothing. I don't want anything. Just go away. Like if you're going like tit for tat, if you were going tit for tat, I understand that when you go tit for tat. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, this person fucking said this. I'll make a clip of this and post it on my YouTube. And then that person sees it. And then the other person goes, well, this person said this like to me, like about me. So, I understand that, right? But people like me and even Nikki, I haven't spoken to Nikki like I haven't spoken to any of the other people for 4+ years or something. But when I listen to Nikki in a couple of those lives, including today's, I think, or for her tonight, for me, oh, yes, tonight for me, I don't know when it was, sometime today, she talked about it in the beginning. When I was driving home, I scrolled back and listened to the beginning, and I understand some of the things that she was saying. Totally understand. Like, say for instance, say I got AJ in the chat here, right? And AJ's been going through some of that stuff, right? I don't know the whole story. I don't know AJ that well. I don't like personally that well. And I certainly don't really know, Robbie that well. I was in a chat with him 4 years ago or something like that. He still brings me up the other day. He goes, good old Casper. When I chatted I think I commented, AJ, on one of your community posts. And Robbie's like, oh, good old Casper. Hey, I can comment on anything I want, asshole. Just like you can do whatever you want. I can comment on any community post I'm allowed, and if that person wants to approve the comment, then big deal. So what? Who cares? But it's funny because some of the people that Space fights with, I don't like any more than what Space does. I don't like them any more than Space does. But I don't do anything. I don't do anything to them because I want to be left alone. So if I instigate something, then I have to expect something back, don't I? Well, I don't instigate anything with these people. I like to be left alone. I like to go to the YouTube channels that I like to, and I like to talk to who I like to. Oh, I have to drag my butt to the gym. Oh, I'm coming. No, thanks for going. Like, oh, okay, Ella, I'd like to go to the gym with you because I need to get back into that stuff. Yeah, when you say they go on about old shit. Oh well, yeah, certainly Space does. But I look, to be honest with you, I haven't seen anyone doing stuff to. I haven't seen it personally. I haven't seen anything happening, like people having a going on or fighting about you or talking about you, like with Robbie or whoever else. I haven't seen any of that. I hate. I didn't think it was still going on. And that's why I made the comment like, oh, is this still going on? Because I haven't heard or seen anything, but I see you saying something about, oh, this person didn't have a real lawyer or blah, 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 blah. So, like, I don't understand why you're saying that. If they're not doing anything, then if you don't do anything, it should be like over. That's the way I look at it. If a person doesn't instigate something, then they, if you're not doing anything, then why are they doing stuff to, why do they want to make it just like, why do they want to keep it going? It's like such old news. I don't understand that. I don't know why some people are holding a grudge for so many years. Oh, you saw a clip. Okay, if you saw a clip, that's fair enough, because I don't watch him, but I was really surprised that he hasn't just, yeah, leave it alone, move on. People will believe him, people will believe you. You're not going to convince the friggin' world. You just move on. You know what I mean? Because I hate that when something happens between two people and other people like want to keep it going, and you kind of wonder like, oh, is this person really my friend? This person like wants to keep it going. Like, I hate it when people do that. That fucking sucks. And look, the only reason why, and there's one person in this chat, that will understand what I say here. For years, I gave a certain fellow Australian chances after chance after chance, and they even pretend to be friendly with you so they can get as much information off you, or if they think you got information, and then they still turn on you and stab you in the back. And that's the reason why I don't want anything from this person. This person I'm talking about cannot be trusted on any level. They're not the type of person I want to be friends with. That even online guys, I don't want to be friends. Honest to God, I don't want to be. Because, and my other two Australian friends kept telling me, Casper, you're going to learn. You're going to learn. I keep saying like, oh, I want to give it a go. I want to be cool. I want to be cool with this person. I'm not going to support them. I just want to be cool. Oh, Casper, you're going to learn. We're always here for you, but you're going to learn. Well, guess what? I finally learned, and I don't want to go there anymore. I just want to be left alone. And if she doesn't leave me alone, I'm going to keep sending stuff to the e-commissioner until they're forced to do something. And I don't care. I'm not forcing them to do something. It'll be like part of the regulation that they are. And you can hide your channel if you want to. It doesn't make any difference. Because harassment is harassment, and it's unwanted harassment. If I was going at you, then I would be more than happy to accept from some shit back. AJ, everyone's been accused of being DD Dugan. Jesus. everyone. I have no idea. But that person came into my chat one day. You would probably remember this. I was going through the car wash, and I know I did a few car wash drives. I don't even know if it's still up. And this person came into my chat, right? And this person was friendly towards me. Might not mean a lot, but that means that this person saw me as a kind of, neutral sort of person, not on anyone's particular, sides or whatever. And yet this person, I don't even know what this person did. What did this DD Dugan do anyway? Can someone please remind me? Because I have no fucking idea. I don't even know who that Montana Sky person was when I was in Limonades that time. And that person died or whatever, and it was a big thing. And and apparently it was all bullshit or something. Like, man, you can create some mad stories on YouTube. You can create a narrative with fucking people. Yeah. No idea. Yeah. Well, and this whole look, AJ, I will say this. This is kind of like a little bit comical. Little bit comical. This whole Karama Vault thing with how everyone's like, oh, fucking AJ's Kramer Vault, whatever. I kept saying, I was even asked by a few people, and I said, you know what? I have no fucking idea, and I really don't care. Like, it's just another channel. Who care? I don't care whether one person owns 10 channels or only has 2 channels. I don't care. Like, doesn't, who cares? Yeah, like, you know, and I hear like, oh, well, this person, oh, yeah, that's right. No, someone says space was Kramer Vault because of the time that the time that they post or something. Someone was monitoring the time that they post or something. But can't you like can't you schedule posts and stuff now? So how the fuck would anyone know what time they were really posting anyway? I think you can schedule posts. I don't know. I've never done it. So, but yeah, no, like it's funny to think like that Kramer Vault was any Australian. I don't think so by the way they write. I don't know. I don't know. What is the true story? It's AJ. That's right. I remember AJ gave it away, or AJ said she gave it away to a family member, right? Or is that a story? I don't know. Whatever it is, I don't even care who it is. Who cares? It comes up on my feed all the time. Like sometimes this person, I think it's a female. Okay, but I thought Captain was me. No, I wasn't. I thought I was Captain. I thought I thought I was Captain Kangaroo, right? Captain Kangaroo's still around, right? I must have followed. Did he have his channel shut down? Didn't someone tell me? Not someone told me. I heard Robbie shut him down because he was all over. Yeah, Neri, you're right. Yeah, I remember now. My memory's not so great, but I know yours is damn good. You gave the channel the troll the fuck. Oh, okay. All right. So yeah, that was weird, eh? Like that whole. I bet if you knew what was going to happen, you wouldn't have even bothered, eh? Like, I mean, it wasn't that big a channel, right? I don't think so. But yeah, I don't. Guys used to see Captain Kangaroo go live. He's an Aussie. He lives down a couple of states down, and oh, okay. All right, he must have opened a new channel, or maybe like when you have your channel shut down and then you come back and you have to resubscribe or something, or unsubscribe and then resubscribe because I used to get notifications. Captain Kangaroo is fairly neutral. I know he's like a spacey fan, and that's fine. Hey, if you want to support space, not my business. It's not my business. I just want to be left alone, and I don't want to be her content. I'm pretty sure Nikki doesn't want to be her content, and she needs to sort of like move on. And please stop accusing me of being people. Are you that's fucked in the head. It's pretty fucking mad, right? When you come home, right? So I went out. I don't remember one. I went out for dinner, right, with my co-worker and his wife, and he wanted to take me to this. He wanted to take me to this Korean barbecue, and I've never been to Korean barbecue. So I go out, right, have a fucking mad night, have a couple of beers and all that sort of stuff. I come home to find out like I'm being accused of all these people. Like it's bullshit. It's like, okay, well, I guess that's harmless unless that person does something, really bad. So if that person does like starts posting bloody names and addresses and shit, like people are gonna think it's me. Like, yeah, fuck off. I'm not taking that shit. No way. Not taking that stuff. I don't like that stuff. Publicly, never, never, never. How many times? But haven't we probably all been accused of being like an alt, right? Mind you, don't correct me wrong. I do have some funny ones. I haven't cracked out a few out for a while. Yeah, that's right. Yes. I remember Beck and we were chatting about this. Space Monster was convinced Beck was him, her chat under an alt, right? Does anyone? I don't even know who. Oh, that's right. I saw that post. Yes, I got that community post. It was some weird fucking just letters, or it wasn't a name or something. It was just like letters and stuff, something. Yeah, like I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I don't know from the start. Yeah, exactly, AJ. Exactly, 100%. But yeah, Beck sent me a screenshot because Space has to approve all comments, so it didn't. Beck's reply on her post didn't automatically post, so she took a screenshot. She sent it to me, and I'm like, oh shit, really? A spy, for DD Dugan. So all the people that have been accused of DD Dugan, right? Besides Space, no, Space was Kramervot, right? No, DD Dugan. So that was like DD Dugan was I think Starlight was accused of it. I think German Lady was accused of it. Beck's doing good. I checked in with her today, AJ, and see whether she was free. About an hour before I went live, but she has not read the message, which means that she is sleeping or working. No, she wouldn't be working. She'd be sleeping now. Yeah, she'd be sleeping. I meant to ask how I sound. I know it's a little bit late to be doing this, but my mic settings did look good before I went live because I had to plug the microphone in and do all the changes in Windows and stuff. And my StreamYards only works in Firefox, so I had to open StreamYards in Firefox, and I have Chrome open for the YouTube. So I meant to ask you when I first started, does it sound okay? Because normally in Windows, you have to crank the mic settings right up. But it looks like I think it sounds okay. I really like my own voice. So, it sounds great. Okay, thank you. Okay. I do have a professional mic that I brought that was the second best on the market a few years ago. So, still serving me well. What am I going to the chat? There's a chat. Respect the chat. Yeah, what did DD Dugan do to cause such problems? I'm curious. German lady is amazing. She wouldn't troll. She speaks her mind. Yeah, German lady. German lady said the funniest shit to me, right? Because um, they, this narrative that RDA. It's only because Ross has misinformation from the very start, and I never corrected him on it. And I probably should have, but they had me as some kind of fucking sex pest thing. I think Beck got called a sex pest recently. I thought that was funny. Fuck. And I lost my train of thought. Oh no, it was yeah, sorry. So I'm in the chat, right? And Germany is on the panel, I think, or was I on the panel with her? I can't remember now. And she goes, Casper. I can't even do a German lady accent. Oh, Casper, this rumors going around. You're always chatting up the ladies. I want to know how come I haven't been chatted up. I thought that was so funny. I'm like, oh, yeah, sex pest. Sex pest. Can you believe that shit? God, if I release some of those old chats with someone that's pretty likable in RDA, God, if I release some chats, they'll look very stupid. But anyway, I'm not going to do that. That's in the past. Moved on from that, and I have to do what I want others to do, so I have to do the same thing. Bullhorn Betty. I've heard of her, but never watched her. I've heard Jimmer talk about her. I've not sure about others, but I have heard the name. Bullhorn Betty. Wow, that's a. You guys are watching the lawsuit. No, I don't know about any lawsuit. Hey, hasn't you know what I did notice? Oh, Notorious Ash. Hello. Did a lot of stuff, but one thing she did was encourage Emma to believe encourage MRB to believe Starlight trolled her using her very recently son. Yeah, right. Yes. Thank you for that, Notorious Ash. I do see Notorious Ash around different chats. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Is Mummy Ramblings still around? Maybe I just don't. Yeah, I don't subscribe to her. Okay. she used to like one time I tuned into her and she's like sitting there like knitting. She was she was sitting there knitting and there's a whole heap of them knitting and I'm like, wow, riveting stuff. I'm sure she doesn't just do that, eh? But yeah, I was in. Look, I was around. Look, I was in the RDA Discord when that happened. All right, that terrible tragedy happened. Right now, as much as Ross is a bit of a dick, he did come into the general chat and tell everybody not to go live about that because it just wasn't the right thing to do. And he was saying that to everyone that was in the other Discord. Don't go live about it, right? So no one did, but others did. Other people did that weren't in the RDA Discord. So yeah, hey, truth's the truth. I got to be honest when when something happens, even if I'm defending someone who doesn't do me any favors, it's still that's the way it happened. That's the truth. So have to say it. So like I did with Robbie and Space, like it is what it is. Ash, we got a new puppy. Oh, yes. Yep. I saw you talking about the puppy before, eh? Oh, Mandy. Yeah, I haven't. Yeah, Mandy B. Mandy Bell. So that was really weird. Not weird. That was, I didn't see it coming because I started seeing Mandy Bell around, right? So I don't know Mandy Bell. I only know kind of Mandy Bell. In the past, she's been a pretty, I think she was pretty like a popular drama kind of lady. And I think from what I heard, she had a pretty damn good channel. Um, she had a pretty good following, I believe. I yeah, I think that's, and she got involved, I think, with some of the people that I knew from the past, like Amy and Jess with a K and all that sort of stuff. And I'm not sure about Amber or not. I'm not really sure about that. So, and then she was around when Jess with a K came back onto YouTube the last time, I think, right? And that's when the whole um yeah, I agree. I agree, Naturius. I agree, Ash. Um and then there was a very short period of time where Jess with a K created a Discord, and there was only a few people in there, and I got added to the chat that she had with Amber and someone else. The name is not on the tip of my tongue at the moment. And we were just talking about. Look, I'll be honest. I thought Jess with a K was going to be open and honest, and ended up not really being the case. But I left that chat, left the other girls with Jess when I knew Jess was gonna not she wasn't a true friend. She was just gonna be like a flip flosser, a flip flopper. Um, and then she started talking about that baby business. She was having a baby and ended up being fake. And if a person lies about that, God knows what they'll fucking lie about. And that was proven by Amber and others, as far as I was told. Anyway, there was a Discord, and it had a few people in it, and it had one person in it that used to be a very good friend of a lady that I was very interested in, and I didn't expect to see her, and I didn't expect her to have the position that she had, and I was really surprised. And then when Jess with a K, when I got on to Jess with a K, wasn't being honest about stuff, I jumped out of there. I don't want to be part of some bullshit going on. And then I made a statement and I left the Discord. Right? so I lost contact with a couple of people in there. I would have liked to have. I should have thought about it first and friended those people, but I left. I left the Discord. This was like quite a while ago, years ago. This is probably what, 3 years ago. And one of them was Mandy Bell, and Mandy Bell then caught up with me outside in a chat somewhere, or maybe it was Discord. Maybe I found her on Discord. Maybe I had her on Discord, or maybe she added me. I can't remember. And she said to me, she goes, Casper, I really respect the statement that you made when you left. And I feel the same way. And I left as well. And I said the same sort of stuff. So she left as well. And then I think then she left YouTube for quite a while. And I haven't seen her around. I wanted to actually talk to her. And I actually asked a couple of friends of mine in Discord if they had her Discord, because I think she started a new Discord. Not as in Discord group, but Discord account. And I don't seem to have her channel link in my subscription. So I wanted to catch up with her and talk to her about a couple of things. Sort out a couple of things with her about that time that she jumped up into Nikki's live and started talking about space. And she was very, 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 harsh with space, whatever. And I don't know what friendship they had. I just wanted to. I'm not, not. She's just someone I know. I just wanted to talk to her about. I have a mutual friend type thing. So, but I saw her when she went on camera the other night, on someone's live, and yeah, I do remember her picture from years ago, whatever. And but yeah, she's back, I guess. I'm not sure if she's doing a drama channel or just popping up in the chats or whatever. The thing is, what's funny is people think that everyone's like different people, and everyone's watching. And I'll be honest with you, I'm really selective, and I don't have I don't have such a great attention span to be sitting there for hours and listening. Look, I don't think Mandy Bell likes that many people, to be completely honest. Like, the only reason why I think I have like a rapport with her, that's funny, Mary. The only thing I have like a rapport with her is because of the statement I made when I left Jess with a K's Discord, and she did the same thing. I think that's really just what has just had something common there, and I've said hello to her in a few different chats. I don't even remember what chats they were, because I don't go to that many. I probably go to what, Andy's chat. Maybe it was Andy's chat. I don't really know. Nikki. Nikki. I don't even talk in Nikki's chat anymore. Yeah, not. I can't even remember whose live it was, to be completely honest. Oh, maybe it was Sam. Maybe it was Sam Hill. I don't know. Hang on a second. I need to take a drink. Oh, sometimes I forget to get some water. I'm sitting here like, flip flosser. Oh, what's a flip flosser? Anyway, so I don't know if anybody like particularly wants to come up. Normally, it doesn't really happen. If anybody wants to come up that knows me, the link is actually in my Discord. The Discord that hardly gets used. It's just sitting there. The StreamYards link is there if anybody wants to come up. Otherwise, probably going to end it soon. I'm absolutely pretty sure there was other things I wanted to talk about, but as I was saying, I kind of go fairly blank when I get on. I'm not as fluent and as I used to be, because let's face it, when you go live, you're going to get fucked over. You're going to get fucking dragged over it in some way. Even though you're trying to be completely honest, you don't hate anybody, you just want to be alone. Certain people will just find a way to start shit about it. But this is going to be my only comment about it, because if I start doing drag for drag, then I'll be not abiding by the commissioner rules. So I have to do the right thing and say to this person, leave me alone. Do not include me in your BS, or there will be consequences. And I've said that many times tonight. And hopefully she can move on and live a happy life. Like, just leave me alone. I'm enjoying mine. Thank you very much. Yeah. So who's did I say flip flosser? Fuck, how embarrassing. Flip flopper, yeah. Sorry. Sometimes I don't talk properly. Anyway, let me know if anybody pop. I'll just keep talking for like, I don't know, 5 minutes. And if no one comes up in the backstage or whatever, then I'll understand that, yeah, no one wants to come up tonight. That's fine, because I didn't organize anything with anybody. I did give you guys about half an hour notice I was going live. And thank you for anyone that's come in the chat. So I like to look, I've made friends in the past and it hasn't worked out, but I really think, oh, have a good day, AJ. Have a good day. Off to work. You work at Sunday. That's no good. I did that today. I think I made, how much did I make today? Probably like $350 today, something like that. Pretty good for half a day. Not bad. What's AJ's picture of? Is that a dog? Can't see it properly. I know. I know. I wasn't sure whether you were saying, AJ. You know how like fucking people pick up on this shit. So I wasn't sure what you're up to these days. Like, I don't tell anybody about my new job or my business that I do. For no way it's ever going to get mentioned, because people just love to fucking screw you over, eh? That's just the way that everyone's got enemies on YouTube. Although I don't think Lanky would have any enemies, right? Everyone loves Lanky. She's always nice to everybody, and she's probably never done a live, right? So there's nothing there to pick up on. Like, I don't like the sound of her voice, or she's a New Yorker or something. I don't even. I think she's a New Yorker. Can't remember now. Or was that no? That was my other Lanky. Where are you from again? Yeah, roughly. Can't remember. I think it was what's my other mod's name? Oh man, my memory's shocking today. Was it Lanky? It was someone else. Oh, really? You have enemies. See, this is a perfect example. Oh, you're on the other side. Okay. Okay, sorry. San Francisco. Beautiful. That's right. Everybody on here, in here and on here, has enemies. Just people that simply don't even like what country you're from, the sound of your voice, your opinions on things. Instantly, nah, don't like this person. Fuck him. Yeah, I'd rather. Yeah, that's right. Blocked. Yeah, I only noticed one person has me blocked, which I think is funny. But actually, it's not even. It is a person that That, you know how people can make you pretty mad, and like people will just lose their temper on YouTube. Oh, fucking! I've seen people throwing names out, addresses out, fucking everything. Right? There's only one person that's ever made me mad enough to want to actually like contact them. You know, I mean, I have their number and stuff, but it doesn't mean you can use it. Like, I had it from WhatsApp. You know, that make you so mad that you want to call them, you want to address it. Only one person has ever done that to me, like, and caused me like hurt. If you know what I mean. It's not Space, by the way. It's one other person I've had history with, and the thing that sucks the most is that at one point in time, I really liked the person. Like she was like she's intelligent, and it's hard because I'm so like mixed emotions, I guess it just wasn't meant to be. But that person like has made me very, very like brought me a lot of like pain, when you feel it, and even if it's from online stuff, brought me pain by doing stuff against me that caused me loss. Is the best way I can describe it. And I'll never forgive the person for doing that when she never needed to do that. She just did it out of spite. And that sucked. And that person has me blocked. And that's great because I don't have to see their comments in other chats and stuff like that. It's fine. Whatever. I moved on. But it is what it is. Oh, okay. Yeah, well, people can be nasty on YouTube, eh? It's because some you think it's because they're behind a mic, like behind the screen, that they can just kind of like just insult a person, like like I'm not one of them, but there's people that are pretty fucking vulnerable, and they get online and then they get told like that they're a C, go kill yourself, this, that, like Rev, like take Rev for instance. He's a character. Rev is a character. Did you realize this? I'll tell you something. I've known Rev from a lot of different like chats, right? And he's had like heaps of different channels, blah blah blah. Closes them, goes away, comes back, whatever. I've seen him when he was on Sam Hills. So you go back in time, count. I've got videos of when I used to do lives. I didn't realize that Rev was in those lives. I didn't pay attention much to the chat when I was doing lives. Rev has had a a, a difficult upbringing, and he's a victim of circumstances. He's become what he is because of that, right? I don't. You can change. You can change. Yeah, he is. He is struggling in life, and he's. Oh, I don't dislike Rev. In fact, I try to make a point of saying hi to Rev, but most of the time, he's in a bit of a not always in a rage, but he's like last time he was going off on at I don't know. I think he was fighting with AOC or something like that, and it's just there never seems to be a good time to actually say hi to him. I don't have any grudges against Rev. The whole Rev Doodle thing, it's in the past, and Rev just fights for what he wants to fight for, and um, he's probably had to struggle for most of his life, and he likes what he likes, and you know he probably doesn't hold that much respect for other people, but he wasn't raised to, if you kind of get what I'm saying. So I might go up there one day and say hi to him when he's sitting there playing guitar, maybe, and he's reasonably calm, because as much as he may abuse the alcohol or whatever it is that he does, he's actually an intelligent dude. I've heard him when he's been very sober, talking working out a situation, and he's not dumb. Yes, he does crazy ass things, and yes, he drinks, and yeah, all that abuses people. Yep, fully aware of that. He's done it to me. Don't think I'm an exclusion. He's done it to me too. He just tells me to keep my nose out of shit, this and that. But the thing is, like, we're all in the chat, we're all talking, everyone knows stuff about each other. That's what it is. So, but yeah, he that whole Rev Nicole thing um was interesting. The other day, talking about Nicole, and I don't want to talk too much about Nicole because I know she doesn't like that shit. She really, really doesn't like people talking about it. But she put a community post out the other day about the fun time she had in Australia. It was fucking awesome fucking community post. It was fucking amazing. If you haven't seen it and it's still up, go and have a look. It was just a beautifully written community post, and it's just a fucking shame that she has the comments turned off, because I even shared it on my community post, like, you know how you can share it, because, and then I tagged her to say what a fucking nice community post that was about her trip to Australia. See, she said a few things once on a live that only me or another Australian would have known what she was talking about. She talked about going to places or near places like the Blue Mountains, and then went up to Tamworth. I knew exactly what she was talking about, because that's the way I go when I go to Sydney. I know exactly what she was. She mentioned quite a few things. She obviously mentioned I think the Gold Coast. That's like an hour and a half from me. I'm inland from the Gold Coast in Brisbane, north side. But I knew exactly what she was talking about, and she, like, I think if she had a choice, she would like Australia. But she likes travel, full stop. I'd probably, out of everybody on YouTube, I think she's been to so many places. And yeah, the community post was really nice. So if you get a chance, guys, have a look at it. I've always been cool with Nicole, even though the whole Nicole Rev thing was fucking weird, and it probably still is fucking weird. But it is what it is. It's their um their problem, their issue, their story. If they bring it to YouTube, then others are allowed to talk about it. If they don't bring it to YouTube, then it's their business. That's the way I see it. So anyway, guys, it doesn't look like anybody's going to come up tonight. So I'm going to say goodnight to everybody. It is 9:45 here in Brisbane. And oh, you just read it, Arbor fan. What did you think about that? To be honest, was that nice? Maybe my perspective, being an Aussie, is different, but I just thought it was fucking nice. So anyway, guys, I don't have I don't have an outro. Wow, I don't have an outro, and I don't want to play that long intro as an outro. So I'm probably just going to say good night to everybody. Do you have a link? Oh, I probably would take me some time to find it. To be honest, hang on. Let me see. I'll have a quick look while I'm just talking to you guys for a couple of minutes, okay? But I'm not gonna spend, because it's at my subscription list. My subscribe list is fucking a mile long, and for some reason I can't put it in order. Do I not know what I'm doing? Oh, there it is. Hang on, I have it. Here we go. Fuck, that was good. That was great. Okay, I'm going to post the link. I don't even think Nicole would mind that I put this in the chat. That's her channel. Not she doesn't do. I'm pretty sure she doesn't do any live. So it's just to read the community post. But I just thought it was a really, really nice community post. And on that note, I'm going to say good night. I'm really hoping, guys, I don't have to address this issue again with space. I want everyone to be peaceful, have a great life, space, and please leave. I can only speak for myself, I guess. Please let it go. Leave it alone, or there will be consequences. Have a good night, everybody.